Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another new t-shirt design. So, this was a request how to make watercolor t-shirt designs. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to create watercolor designs. For this, I'm using some vectors from FreePic. As you can see, you can search like splash. You will find the tons of color splashes like this. I'm using this one. This is premium, but also you will find lots of them for free. Here is on free, this is free, or you can search like watercolor. Make sure that vector filter is on, and then you will find some cool looking watercolor effects here. You can use them, and all of them are not free, but there are some good stuffs you will get free. And I'm using another one, that is a world map. This one I'm using this one from FreePic because this is already made. And if I like, why we use vectors from FreePic or something, like we can also create this one. This is just a silhouettes of a map, but that will take a tons of time. But we can easily download one from here, and that's why they are uploading here, so that we can use their resources to make our own graphics. That's the game here. So this is the theme here. I want to create a watercolor effect with this map and the text I'll be using. So for this one here, I'm going to use a lots of clipping mask and of course some blending tools. So I'm going to ungroup them because they are all grouped together. Let me ungroup them on one more time, and you can see I can select them all by group. So they are all grouped together. Make sure that they are grouped. Otherwise, if I ungroup them once more like this, you will see there will be this problem. This small particles will be ungrouped, and that's I don't want. So I want to keep them where they are individually grouped, and this is my odd map here. That is fine. And for this one, I wanted to use some text that is kind of on nation under God. So this is the text I will be using here. And of course, for this kind of watercolor or the effect I am going to create here today, that will take a tons of. Okay, I don't have that font, so let's use our now alt black, because black is the like the boldest version of a font, and I want to use a bolder looking font here. So that's the theme. I'm going to create a ellipse here. Maybe I will simply align it center wise. That is fine. This one nation I'm going to cut it. Now I'm selecting this one, go to type on path tool, then paste it here. So this is going to paste in like this. I want to make sure that it is perfectly in the center position, so aligning that with the center. But sometimes I am not happy with the center position of Illustrator, so I do that manually. So kind of this is going to be the final position of my graphic, but this map should be kind of in this way, and that's where I feel like it is in the center. So that's it, guys. Now I want to create a effect here and for that I want to select all of it, the map, the text, not the colors, and cut it. So I'm going to take another layer on top of my watercolor and press Ctrl F. That is going to paste my text and the map on in the top layer. I can lock it. Now as you can see, this is not going to move from their position, but my colors are selectable because they are in the layer below. So I'm going to kind of fill the area with these colors. So I'm going to place it something like this, or simply I can drag this layer on top and keep my lock layer in the background, so that will be easier for me to see where I am placing the colors. So this is all just basically placing some colors, and I hope this will be easy for you guys. You can simply do this. This is not any master tricks. All you need to do is just fill all the areas that you can see, like the visible areas. And of course, if I want to cut it and press Ctrl F, that will be on top of the below layers, kind of this. So this is just, I want to make it bigger so that I can cover all the areas, something like here also. and then this is the biggest shape, so I want to cover it with that. Now for this area I want to fill it like this is just all some repeating process. You have to repeat this all over again and again because I want to. Now here is your creativity, how much time you are spending to make these fields. That will be the details of your design. Like if you take really long time to place them, that will make your design in details. Like I can make them smaller, I am making them bigger here because I want to just quickly cover the areas, and that is why it is I'm making them bigger. And I'm selecting this to control X to cut. I'm selecting this to shape and pressing control B because I want that to shape just below my that part. So that is fine. Now here is a version. I am going to use this one, maybe this one here. This is just up to you guys. So I'm not using this one very much. I want to just fill the area. Sorry, not this one. Maybe something like this green in this area. Okay, so once your design is filled with the graphics like this, because I wanted to create, I wanted to fill this area with this sort of color theme. Now for the text here I am going to do the same here, kind of this one here, then this one here. This is the same process. Now as you can see I am making it bigger because I want to keep it all filled, and I want to cover them as soon as possible. So I can simply take this one because this is already bigger size. Okay, I'm getting some message on Fiverr. That's not a problem, I will attend it course. So okay guys, let me fix this and I'll be back. Okay guys, so as you can see everything is covered here. I don't know how it is looking, but trust me, it will look good. So now the next step begins here. So for this text part here I want to keep this, not this one maybe. Yeah, the let me cut it and check if it's good. Yeah, that's fine. So placing it again and making it a group. So this part is a group. Now I want to select this one, this one, this one, this one and this one, then make them a group. And then if I select everything and then deselect these two group, the center graphics will be selected, control G to group it. So that is fine. Now the second part begins here. I want to now kind of lock this one so that I can select this part. Let's cut it, and then I'm going to unlock this layer, and then in this I don't need this layer anymore. So here I want to make it like control F. So control F will place it like this. Now my text is on top of my graphics, so maybe I can select this part and bring that a bit down. That is fine. Now as it is a text, if I select the text and the graphic like this, right click and make clipping mask. So this is going to mask out the everything that is outside of my text area. So again selecting this one and then this, sorry for that, this one and then this graphic group, right click, make clipping mask, or you can simply make it like from here object clipping mask and then make. So that is fine. Now for this world map here, as you can see, let me show you. If I make it black, it will be visible. So it is covering all the area that is with the details, that is fine. But this is a shape on top, this is some other shapes in the background. If I select them, right click, and there is no clipping mask option here, but we can try it from here object clipping mask make. But this is going to give me a warning sign, and this is going to be like this. It is not working. And because it is not working, like it is not working because when we make clipping mask, we need to make sure that we are masking one to one. That means one graphic with another one graphic. So here this one is a like a group of some small shapes, and these are a group of some other small shapes. So that's why it is not working. We need to make one of it one graphic. So like this word map, if we can make it a one single graphic, then we can mask with the rest of it. So here I am going to select my word map, go to object, then compound path, and then make. So that is going to make my this word map a compound path. That means it is going to make it a one single graphic. And then if I select my word map and then select my this color group here, right click and then make clipping mask, it is going to give me the warning, but it will work. So as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. So this is really easy to make a watercolor designs like this. Now for this kind of designs, you will need to understand one thing, that if you want to make it work like this, you don't, like, you do not break the font. If you break the font, then you need to make the font also a clipping mask. That will be super confusing. Don't do this, just keep the font editable and then make the clipping mask. And whenever we are making with mask with a shape like this, make sure that you are making a compound path for that. So that is the way of how I wanted to make this one. Now this is not a very typical kind of watercolor designs you will see, because we are making the clipping mask here. Let me show you. If I do not mask it, like if I right click on it and then release clipping mask, so this is basically, you will find the word map or watercolor designs like this. Now my word shape is here, but it is not showing up. So if I select everything and then deselect the color shape, this is now my word map, but it is with no fill, no strokes, or not visible. Let me make it plug fill, so that will be here. So you can place any text on top of any, like this. Make a water color background first, then place your image or your text on top of it. Then you can select that image or you can select that graphic, then play with the blending mode. Here in the transparency, you will find them, like I can make it something like overlay. That is looking like this, because it is kind of a black color always will blend with the other colors. You can make it something like, there is tons of different options. So black is not something that works very well, but we can play around with the blending tools here, like this kind of overlay. Now if it was an image, then it would blend very perfectly with the watercolor here or the shape here. In the background you will find some examples, like some lion head images or tiger head that is blending with the watercolor. So this is the technique. You have to select the shape and then blend with the background graphics. So that's the thing here. And this one is just, I wanted to create something for myself, for my store. So thought to share with you guys how to make watercolor designs, and on black it will look like this. So it is basically not a watercolor, it is basically a painting style design. You can see there is tons of different colors and it will look like a hand painted or something similar to that. I hope this one will give you some idea how to create designs with watercolors. You can really find some cool graphics on Freepik. So that's it guys, thank you everyone. Make sure to subscribe my channel, like, comment, and if you, of course, if you want to know anything, please comment. I will try to reply everyone. So thank you guys, see you in the next video guys, have a great time.